All right, hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to my channel. This is going to be a really quick review for this book, which I checked out from my local library, Grant and Twain by Mark Perry. I'll read the back of it to you. So it says, in the spring of 1884, Ulysses S. Grant heeded the advice of Mark Twain and finally agreed to write his memoirs. Little did Grant or Twain realize that this seemingly straightforward decision would profoundly alter not only both their lives, but the course of American literature. In this bold and colorful narrative, veteran writer Mark Perry reconstructs the heady months when Grant and Twain became fast friends who inspired and cajoled each other to create two quintessential American masterpieces, Grant's personal memoirs and Twain's Adventures of Huckleberry Finn, a story of friendship and history, inspiration and ruin. Grant and Twain captures a pivotal moment in the lives of two towering figures of the Gilded Age. So that's pretty much it. The book really is kind of chronicling the year 1884, leading up to Grant's death in 1885 of cancer. Grant began writing his memoirs in 1884 after, a bad financial venture falls through and he's basically bankrupt and destitute. So at the heating of Mark Twain, he begins to write this. Shortly thereafter, he finds out that he has cancer of the tongue and throat. And Grant wrote this memoir and finished his final, what would you say, his final editorial or his final revision, I guess, on July 19th, 1885, and he died on the morning of July 23rd of 1885 at 8:08 a.m. So, I mean, he really wrote this right up to the end, uh, really struggling to write it as his last act, kind of compelling himself by force of will to, finish this thing. Yeah, cocaine and morphine and just to deal with the pain. But it's not just about Grant's memoir, it's about the writing of Huckleberry Finn by Mark Twain, his most popular and famous novel, and how Grant kind of had a hand in helping Twain find the inspiration to finish this because he began this in 1876. Shortly after writing The Adventures of Tom Sawyer, he finished the first 16 chapters, then set the manuscript aside, not knowing how to finish it. And only in 1884 does he pick it up again as he's visiting Grant and spending a lot of time with the former president and the general. So I found it a very enthralling read, very insightful. It's a big recommend for me. I recommend that if you have read Huckleberry Finn or Grant's memoirs, that you definitely want to check this out and read it. It does not really focus on the entirety of these two men's lives. It really just chronicles in a lot of depth the period of 1884 and 1885. I thought it was riveting. So that's it. Thank you for watching and have a wonderful day.